When life feels hard, most people think something is wrong. They start asking, why me? Like the struggle showed up by mistake. But hear me clearly. This pressure didn't find you on accident. You didn't just wake up one day and life decided to be cruel. What you're going through is not punishment, it's preparation. And the problem is, we've been taught to fear pressure instead of understanding it. We've been taught that comfort means progress, when in reality, comfort has never built anything strong. Think about it, muscles don't grow without resistance, diamonds don't form without pressure, and character, real character, doesn't develop when everything is easy. Right now, life feels heavy because it's demanding more from you. It's asking you to level up. It's asking you to stop living on potential and start living on purpose. And I know it hurts. I know it feels unfair. I know there are nights when you're tired in a way sleep can't fix. But that tiredness, that frustration, that's the sign that something inside you is being shaped. You're being stretched beyond who you used to be, because who you used to be can't carry where you're going. See, everybody wants the reward, but nobody wants the process. Everybody wants the strength, but nobody wants the struggle. Everybody wants to be respected, trusted, relied on, but respect is earned in moments like this, when life feels hard and you don't quit. When you show up even though you're scared, when you keep moving even though the results aren't visible yet, that's when preparation is happening. That's when discipline is being built. That's when you're learning how to stand when nobody is clapping. You might not see it now, but this season is training you to handle pressure without breaking, training you to focus when things are chaotic, training you to keep your word to yourself when nobody else is watching. Because the truth is, if life gave you everything you wanted right now, it would crush you. You wouldn't be ready to manage it. You wouldn't know how to sustain it. So instead, life is slowing you down, strengthening your foundation, teaching you patience, humility, and resilience. And listen, preparation doesn't feel good. It feels lonely, it feels repetitive, it feels like effort with no applause. That's why most people quit here. They mistake preparation for failure. They think because it's hard, it must be wrong. But hard doesn't mean wrong. Hard means meaningful. Hard means growth. Hard means something valuable is being formed. Every setback you've faced is sharpening you. Every delay is teaching you timing. Every disappointment is refining your expectations. You're learning what matters, you're learning who matters, you're learning how strong you really are when there's no backup plan. And one day, when life demands more from you, more leadership, more responsibility, more courage, you won't panic. Because you've been here before. You were trained in the dark for a moment that requires light. So stop cursing the struggle. Stop asking why it's so hard. Start asking, what is this preparing me for? Because when this season ends, and it will end, you won't just walk out with results. You'll walk out with strength. You'll walk out with discipline. You'll walk out as someone who knows they can survive pressure and still move forward. This isn't happening to break you. It's happening to build you. So stand up, stay in it, and let the process finish its work. There are going to be days when you don't feel like it. Let's stop pretending otherwise. Days when your energy is low, your mind is loud, and your heart feels heavy. Days when getting out of bed feels like a fight all by itself, and too many people let those feelings decide the outcome of their life. They wake up and ask, do I feel motivated? And if the answer is no, they shut it down. They pause their discipline. They delay their purpose. They wait for a feeling that may never show up. But listen to me, feelings are real, but they are terrible leaders. Your emotions were never meant to be in charge. They were meant to be indicators, not decision makers. Feelings change with the weather, with sleep, with stress, with one bad conversation. If you let how you feel determine and what you do, your life will be unstable. One day you're up, the next day you're done. One day you're confident, the next day you're questioning everything. That's not strength, that's surrender. See, the people who win in life aren't the ones who feel good all the time. They're the ones who learned how to move even when they don't feel good. They learned how to show up when motivation is gone. They learned how to keep promises to themselves when nobody else is holding them accountable. That's discipline. And discipline will take you places motivation never can. You're not weak because you feel tired. You're not broken because you feel overwhelmed. You're human, but you become powerful when you don't let those feelings talk you out of your responsibility. Because purpose doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Growth doesn't wait for your emotions to calm down. Life is moving, with or without your permission. Some mornings you're going to wake up anxious. Some nights you're going to question if it's even worth it. And in those moments you have a choice. You can let your feelings pull you backward, or you can let your commitment pull you forward. You don't need to feel confident to take action. Confidence is built after action. You don't need to feel strong to move forward. Strength shows up once you start moving. Most people are waiting to feel different before they act. But change doesn't start with feeling. It starts with decision. A decision that says, no matter how I feel today, I'm still showing up. A decision that says, I may be tired, but I'm not quitting. A decision that says, I don't feel ready, but I'm going anyway. And listen, your feelings will try to protect you. They'll whisper, stay comfortable, stay safe, don't risk it. But comfort has never built anything meaningful. The life you want is on the other side of discomfort. On the other side of pushing through days when your heart isn't in it, but your purpose is bigger than your mood. Every time you act despite your emotions, you train your mind. You teach yourself that you are not controlled by fear, doubt, or frustration. You prove to yourself that you are capable of consistency, and that consistency compounds. One hard day turns into momentum. Momentum turns into confidence. Confidence turns into identity. You don't rise to the level of your feelings. You fall to the level of your habits. So build habits that don't require motivation. Build habits that work when life is hard. Build habits that carry you when your emotions are exhausted. Feel it, acknowledge it, but don't obey it, because your future deserves discipline, not excuses. Most people spend their whole lives asking for life to get easier. They pray for less pressure, fewer problems, smoother roads. They say, if things just calm down, then I'll focus. If it gets easier, then I'll give my best. But let me tell you something, straight life is not listening to that request. Life doesn't slow down. Life doesn't apologize. Life doesn't wait until you feel comfortable. And the sooner you accept that, the faster you grow. An easy life sounds good, but it produces weak habits. It creates fragile people who fall apart the moment pressure shows up. That's why every time you think you've reached a place of comfort, another challenge appears. Not because life is cruel, but because comfort is not the goal. Growth is, strength is, capability is. You weren't built to coast. You were built to carry weight. Instead of asking, why is this so hard? Start asking, who do I need to become to handle this? Because the problem isn't that life is difficult. The problem is trying to face hard situations with a soft mindset. You can't demand strength from a life that never challenges you. You earn strength by standing up when it would be easier to sit down. You earn strength by pushing when quitting would feel justified. Every obstacle you face is asking something of you. More discipline, more focus, more patience, more courage, and you can either complain about the demand or you can rise to it. The moment you stop begging for an easier path and start building a stronger version of yourself, everything changes. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and start acting like the owner of your response. Life doesn't reward excuses. It responds to effort. It responds to consistency. It responds to people who say, I may not control what happens to me, but I control how I show up. Strength isn't loud. Strength is quiet. It's waking up early when nobody is watching. It's doing the work when there's no immediate reward. It's holding yourself to a standard even when no one else expects it from you. And let's be honest, being strong is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable, but discomfort is temporary. Regret lasts longer. The pain of effort fades, but the pain of knowing you didn't try stays with you. That's why waiting for ease is dangerous. Ease delays purpose. Ease keeps potential locked up. Ease convinces you that tomorrow is guaranteed. The truth is, life is not going to meet you halfway. It's going to test you at full strength, and every test is asking one question. Are you willing to rise, or are you going to retreat? Becoming stronger doesn't mean you never feel tired or frustrated. It means you don't let those moments define your actions. It means you keep moving even when the weight is heavy. Strength is built by repetition, by choosing discipline again and again, by facing difficulty and refusing to let it lower your standards. And over time, what once felt impossible becomes manageable. What once scared you becomes familiar, not because life changed, but because you did. Stop waiting for the storm to pass. Learn how to stand in the rain. Learn how to work under pressure. Learn how to grow in chaos. Because the strongest people aren't the ones with the easiest lives. They're the ones who refuse to let a hard life make them small. Don't ask for an easier life. Build the strength to dominate the one you're in. Every hard season comes with a decision, whether you realize it or not. Life doesn't ask you out loud. It asks you through pressure, through delay, through disappointment, through moments where quitting feels reasonable and giving up feels justified. And in those moments, you're being shaped by the choice you make next. Because this season will either break you or build you, but it cannot do both. Some people let hard times turn them bitter. They start blaming everyone, blaming the past, blaming circumstances, blaming bad luck, and slowly, without even noticing, they shrink. Their effort drops, their belief weakens, their standards fall, they survive, but they stop growing. That's what breaking looks like. It's not loud, it's quiet, it's subtle. It's when you stop expecting more from yourself. But there's another option. You can let this season sharpen you. You can let it teach you patience when things move slow, focus when things get chaotic, strength when things feel unfair. You can decide that no matter how hard it gets, you're not becoming smaller. You're becoming stronger. That's what building looks like. It's choosing growth when comfort is gone. Pain by itself doesn't change you. Time by itself doesn't change you. Pressure by itself doesn't change you. Decision does. Two people can go through the same storm and come out completely different. One comes out angry and defeated. The other comes out disciplined and unshakable. The difference is not the situation, it's the response. You don't control how long the season lasts. You don't control how heavy the pressure feels. But you do control whether you quit on yourself or rise to the moment. And rising doesn't mean you feel confident every day. It doesn't mean you're fearless. It means you show up anyway. It means you keep your standards even when nobody would blame you for lowering them. This is where character is revealed. When nobody is watching, when results are slow, when the reward feels far away, this is where you find out who you really are. Not when life is easy, but when it's demanding everything from you. And if you can stand here, if you can keep going here, there is very little life can throw at you later that will break you. Every time you choose discipline over emotion, you're building something. Every time you choose effort over excuses, you're building something. Every time you refuse to quit, even when quitting feels logical, you're building something, and that something becomes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who hopes things work out, and you become someone who knows they can handle whatever comes. One day, this season will be over, and when it is, you will not remember every detail of the struggle, but you will live with the results of the decisions you made inside it. You'll either look back and say, "That's where I gave up," or you'll say, "That's where I grew up. That's where I learned discipline. That's where I learned endurance. That's where I learned I was stronger than I thought." Don't rush the season. Don't waste the season. Don't let it harden your heart or weaken your standards. Let it build you. Let it refine you. Let it prepare you for the next level that's waiting on the other side of your consistency. This season is asking a question, answer it with growth.